Hello everybody, Angel Arts here, and it is another episode of Let's Play The Walking Dead Season 2. This one is episode 4, Amid the Ruins. And I'm going into this very worried, you guys, because this is the second to last chapter of this season, and I mean, I have no idea if they're planning on making a season three. Personally, I think they really should quit while they're ahead, and leave, you know, the audience wanting more, if they do end up wanting more after this episode, and just still end it there. I don't know, I have no idea, but if the end of episode 4 of season 1 says anything, I can't even fathom what could possibly be the major cliffhanger at the end of this episode that sets things up for the final episode. I don't think they're gonna kill off Clementine. I don't think Clementine's gonna get bitten or anything, because that would just, you know, that would just be recycling old plot. There's gotta be something else really major that has to lead in as a cliffhanger into episode 5. I just can't fathom what that could possibly be, because the major thing at the end of episode 4 of season 1 was pretty darn mind-blowing, at least for me it was. So I'm worried going in, and just looking at, I mean, look at the screen, like, Amid the Ruins. This is really creepy. Like, we've got Clementine rubbing blood over her, we've got these cloaked figures behind her. I don't even recognize half of these people. Like, I don't think we know who this person is, and who knows who the rest of these people are. Predictions going in, I don't think Sarah's gonna survive this. I have a feel, well, she might survive this and end up dying on the 5th episode. I'm not sure. We know that she lost her glasses at some point. I don't know how, I mean, her eyesight might not be that horrible, but I'm sure having a sharp senses would help greatly in a zombie apocalypse situation. So I don't know. And since Nick didn't die the last episode, I'm guessing he's gotta die in this episode. You know, they didn't pull a Ben on him in episode 3, so I'm thinking he's probably done for in episode 4. That, I think, of all the people who was going to die, Nick is probably number 1 on my list. But I'm sure there's somebody else who is probably going to die, who wasn't able to die in the previous episodes. Maybe it's Rebecca. Maybe it's after she gives her baby. I'm hoping that nothing awful happens to her baby, like it's stillborn, because that would just be rough, but who knows? Like, I'm worried about what's going to happen with her childbirth, because it looks like that it's happening this episode. And again, I am in great fear of Luke's life. Like, I am not naive thinking that Luke will necessarily survive this season. I'm hoping it at minimum, survive till episode 5. But I don't know, guys. I don't know. Like, anything goes at this point. I mean, now that the Carver story arc is out of the way, I have no idea what could possibly be the main plot or the main story arc going into episode 4, except if there's going to be a new antagonist, I bet you it's going to be Nathan. Nathan or Nathaniel, the guy that I absolutely despised in 400 Days, the one who was messing with Russell. He's such a great character, though. He was probably one of the most memorable characters, if not the most memorable character in 400 Days. I think it would be a waste for Telltale to not bring him back, since he's probably still alive. So that's my guess, is then the next antagonist is going to be Nathan. Who knows, maybe Sarah ends up running into Nathan, I don't know. Alright, enough speculation, let's start episode 4 and just do it. Just do it. Just we got this.
I can't even take care of myself. How am I supposed to raise a child?
That means the baby's coming this episode. Otherwise, why would they bring it up in
Was
the...
it truthful when I came across y'all at the lodge? Now folks are dead, and I can't help but feel I'm to blame.
Holly's trust is going to be questioned in this episode, too.
Fucker.
No! No! Stop me! Kenny!
And Sarita.
Kenny!
I forgot about what happened to
When you
Sarita.
cover
There's that,
yourself in
too.
their smell, rub the walker guts all over you. They can't tell you from one of them. You just have to keep calm and make sure you're good and covered.
Go on. You don't need to see this.
Yeah, I didn't need to see that.
Let's go.
Alright. Oh, Kenny. Some things never change.
I know in there. I thought I could save him.
It's kind of the Kenny that we know, though. Or the Kenny that I know. This was Sarita's only chance. She could very well bleed out and die anyway, but... because we don't have anything to wrap it with, so... it's possible. It's the only chance she had to survive. Oh, Sarita. Are we starting right from there? Oh my gosh. Oh, she got eaten anyway. Oh no, Kenny's gonna flip out. Kenny's gonna flip.
Move! There's too many!
I feel so bad for Kenny. And Sarita, obviously.
Babe? Penny! She's dead, man.
Leave her alone!
She was bit. I had to do it.
Fucking dare you, Clementine! It isn't gonna
Excuse
go
me?
like this.
Kenny!
I won't be left alone again.
We're gonna leave. We're gonna get out of this.
Kenny! I don't care what you fuckers are saying. You're gonna be fine.
She's going to turn. Can't save
No.
her. Please, Kenny.
Oh, Kenny.
No.
You're such a hypocrite,
Don't
Kenny.
let her kill you.
Always been a hypocrite, Kenny. That's one of the reasons I can't stand him
He's gonna
sometimes.
turn, man! You gotta let go!
No. No!
I don't want to be the one to do it. Kenny's got to be the one. Oh. Apparently, I had to do it. I was like, why do I have to do it? Kenny's the one who's got to do it. Otherwise, he's not going to have closure.
She's
All right.
gonna turn, man!
Sure, let's have Kenny hate us even more. Distance us away from Kenny and... I didn't have a choice. The game didn't give me any options there.
What the fuck did you do?
The same thing you would have done, Kenny.
Why? Why?
She won't suffer now. We have to go.
Stupid fucking kid!
You would have done the exact same thing, Kenny, so don't you sass me now.
Come on,
Don't you
your
sass
head,
me.
Clementine.
You know what? I'm already having a horrible day, so you just...
Going after Sarah!
Luke. There goes Nick. Clementine's all by herself now. I don't think any of them noticed that she's... Oh, some of them are. Goodness gracious. Yeah, just leave Clementine... Ooh. Actually, she probably was safer under him. Probably was a lot safer under him. Yeah, get more of that gunky stuff all over you. I love how Clementine doesn't lose her head. She tries to keep her cool as much as possible. Best laid plans. Keep quiet, Clementine. They're not reacting to you. There's no need for you to... Luke! Oh no, it's Rebecca.
I can't find anybody.
I know. What do we do? Luke was with me, but I can't do this alone.
We're still covered in walker guts.
You're still safe. We're still good. All those people shooting up there, though.
Still moving toward the heart of the storm.
we stick together. I'm glad you're here. We can watch each other's backs.
Are you okay to keep moving?
Go all the way out of this. Just gotta keep going.
Yeah, there's no other choice. You gotta keep going.
We get a clear path to the trees. Maybe they're thinning out somewhere. Do you see any openings? Anything?
There.
Yeah, just keep acting like a zombie.
Go back.
Jane.
Ooh,
Jane, stop. Relax.
relax. Exactly.
We need to walk slowly.
Don't lose your heads.
Fine.
You guys are almost there.
Do this. You have to help us.
We can't clump together like this. It's better if we spread out. You two will be fine.
No, you don't understand. Just help us.
You guys are fine. Just go.
She knows what she's doing. She knows what she's doing, so I wasn't gonna say one way or another.
We'll have to push through that cluster of walkers.
There's too many.
They haven't
Bring your
attacked you yet.
cowcatcher. Just... we need...
Tell me what to do.
Just tell me what to do.
She knows what she's doing, so...
There. That one looks light enough to carry. I'm gonna get her.
Oh, I
first.
see what she's talking about.
I need you to get her attention.
Hey, over here.
Well done.
Can't bite anybody now, are you?
Nice. Nice.
Stay
That
close.
looks very
If
familiar.
you fall behind,
For
I
those
can't
of you who read
come
the
back for you.
graphic novels. Don't fall behind. Alright, that's my intention. Just keep moving forward, Clementine. Just keep moving forward. Got your cowcatcher. Jane, I mean, she definitely knows what she's doing. She may not be the nicest person in the world, or the warmest person in the world, but credit where credit's due. She's like a male version of Daryl Dixon, kind of. And I like that.
Let's go.
She and Daryl will get along pretty well, I would think. Poor Sarita. And Kenny is... We are horrible, horrible place with Kenny right now. But you know what? Like I said, Kenny is so hypocritical, because he would have done the exact same thing if it was somebody else's girl. And you've seen that in Season 1. With Larry and various other people. And again, he's done the exact same thing like he did with Duck. Kenny just hasn't changed.
Is everything all right?
No, I'm not alright. But I'll be a lot better once we get with the others. I need to make sure everyone else made it out. Luke, Sarah, Kenny. God damn it. What if they aren't there?
If they aren't,
don't-
nothing we can do about it.
Don't even say things like that.
Fine. Sorry.
Jesus. I don't even know if we're safe. What if the herd is still following us?
We're fine.
It's been quiet, but who knows?
We'll watch out for each other.
So long as we keep up a good pace.
I know. Just, I'm going as fast as I can. I know I should feel glad that we escaped, but I just can't stop thinking about the others. How could I leave Alvin behind?
You didn't have a choice.
What was?
You-
Escaping?
Look, I know we all agreed to use the herd to get out, but maybe we should have been more patient. Come up with something better.
It worked.
If you can call that working, we could have... I don't know.
The plan worked. We got out of there.
Yeah, it
Most
did.
of us.
Look,
Yeah.
I know that some of your people didn't make it, but Carver was crazy. Staying
was.
would have only prolonged the inevitable. I'm just saying that if people hadn't panicked, things might have turned out better.
Of course.
Well,
we panicked. We were scared.
The plan was good. The execution was the messy part.
That sounds an awful lot like you're saying it was their fault.
What? No. No, that's not what I'm saying. Just...
it's the way the world works right
I
now.
have to stop. I'm sorry. I don't want to slow us down. Can I just have a minute?
Yeah. Take a minute.
Thank you.
Rebecca's been through a
Alvin was
lot.
supposed to be here for this.
Is Alvin...
He's dead is what he is. Thanks to that fucking madman back there.
Rebecca, are you going to be okay?
What are you going to do with it?
What do you mean by that?
Sorry. Just making conversation. There was nothing.
No. What do you mean by that? Do with what? My baby?
I'm just looking at the worst case scenario. You and Clem won't be able to raise a baby by yourselves. Not out here. I just mean it's going to need food and, you know, other stuff.
We'll look after it, together.
Even if that's the case, you can't always protect everyone.
And you assume I won't be capable enough. Just because you're some angry loner who doesn't care about anyone but herself doesn't mean you know better than me.
Hey, I've seen it before. Back when it started, me and my sister, we
What?
were...
She died? I don't need your pity.
You don't have the right.
Jane!
Shit, I didn't mean it.
Okay, so this is really interesting because in the last episode, Jane, I didn't think she was necessarily a one-dimensional character, but, you know, at face value, she seems like this really tough, woman. And yeah, as Rebecca said, a loner, and but at least somebody who knows what needs to happen in order to survive. So we're right now seeing a different side of her, and I love that. I love that she's actually sounding like she actually cares, and I think she does care. I think that I misjudged her, and I think many of us probably misjudged her, and I think Rebecca's misjudging her right now because she's just assuming that she's selfish. She's assuming that she's cold-hearted. And that entire scene, I saw nothing but somebody trying to be compassionate, or somebody who actually is compassionate deep down inside. They just have a hard time expressing it. And we see this a lot in the graphic novels too. You know, the people who end up surviving, they survive because they kind of have to leave a lot of their humanity behind. That's the cost of being able to survive, is losing parts of yourself, warm, human parts of yourself, for the sake of living and surviving another day. And it looks like some of that compassion and caring is coming back to Jane, because I think she's actually does deep down inside care about these people that she's with. And Rebecca is just like totally not having any of it. And I know a lot of it is partly because Rebecca herself has been going through a lot of horrible things, what with Alvin dying and like all the traumatic experiences, all the other people who died at the during the escape. So of course she's upset too, you know. But I don't think it was right for her to just bite off Jane's head like that, because Jane was trying. When she was asking about the baby, it might have sounded like an insensitive question, and yes, I think it's just part of it's because Jane, because of what she's become at least, she has a hard time expressing things in a way that are a little bit more considerate or a little more subtle. She can be a little blunt sometimes, but not on purpose. It's just she's just not used to it anymore. Used to be, and she may very well have been before all of this mess happened. So I can see in her eyes and I can hear in her voice that she's really sensitive about something. When she was talking about her sister and all that, something happened, and I'm assuming we're gonna find out pretty soon what happened. And Rebecca, I think, is kind of... I think pushing Jane away right now is not a very smart idea, because Jane's the one who's going to keep them alive. You know, Jane's the one who knows what it has to happen to be alive, whether Rebecca likes it or not. And whether Rebecca likes it or not, babies in a zombie apocalypse makes things harder. Babies makes things a lot harder. Because if you're not careful, they can be, you know, zombie alarm bait. And it's horrible. I mean, obviously I won't see the baby as that when it's born, but the reality is this type of world is a type of world where having a baby out in the open, if they were back in Carver Town, the baby would have had a fighting chance. That's the irony, because technically if Rebecca had stayed at Carver Town, at least the baby would have at least lived longer, or it had a better chance. Now that she's out in the open, anything goes, really. And that's just the irony. But I mean, between you and me, I would rather take those chances, I think. I don't know. It's hard to tell. Like, if you're trying to think what's best for your baby and maybe not necessarily what's best for you. But again, is that really what's best for the baby? The baby might live, but what kind of life would he or she have? What kind of person would he or she grow into? So, choosing between the lesser of the two evils in that sense, it's not really cut and dry.
Shit.
Jane, wait.
Damn it.
Oh,
Can't just sit
Bonnie
here
and Mike.
doing nothing.
I know. They'll be here soon.
Holy shit.
It had been so long. We were starting to worry no one else would make it.
Well,
Bonnie wasn't surprised at all.
Now, hopefully we can figure out a plan.
How's Kenny?
Yeah,
I
he
tried to talk
snapped.
to Kenny. He flipped out on me. He started yelling. Scary shit.
I know he probably didn't mean it, but it was scary.
He's flipped out. I knew this was gonna happen.
I've been nervous to
talked.
even go near him.
What? You think he's gonna shoot you?
The way he is right now, I don't know. Maybe. He's not acting rationally.
He's not thinking straight.
I've seen Kenny like this before.
When he lost his other
Where's that go?
family.
I don't know. Snap out of it?
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know.
Clem, I was thinking now that you're here, maybe you could go talk to him?
Probably the only one who can out of the group. Yeah, I'm gonna try. Whether he likes it or not, I'm gonna try.
Okay.
And if he yells at me, I'm gonna turn around.
Sarita, God, wherever you are, please forgive me. I can't be alone again.
Hi, Kenny.
Are you gonna really raise up your gun at me, Kenny?
You think I don't know what y'all are whispering about over there? What's wrong with Kenny? Why's Kenny acting that way? Do you think Kenny's okay?
It's all I hear from anyone anymore.
Do you blame us? Seriously, Kenny, do you blame any of us?
Kenny, I'm so sorry about Sarita.
Sorry, huh? Well, that's nice of you, seeing as this was your fault in the first place.
No, it wasn't.
There was nothing I could do.
Seeing how things turned out, I think I might have preferred you do nothing.
Alright. Fair enough.
I tried to save her.
You think because you're a little girl, you can just get people killed and no one will care? That because you're sorry, it'll all magically go away?
Yeah, he's gone.
That's not
Kenny's gone.
how it works!
Kenny, you need to chill, alright? Because right now...
Not for the last time. Just get the fuck out of here and leave me alone.
Yeah, Kenny, you need to chill. Seriously,
I'm going
man.
crazy just sitting here not doing anything.
Just give it time, Mike. It's still early.
Clem, how'd it go?
He's as crazy as Lily. He's as crazy as Lily.
Kenny's being a jerk.
Clem, you can't just expect him to bounce back. That man's going through. At least you tried.
Still, doesn't exactly help us figure out what we're gonna do now.
We
We
tried.
got no food, no water. It's getting damn cold, and we're losing daylight fast.
When the others get back, they'll know what to do. Luke will have a plan.
We thought Kenny would have a plan.
Mike, Bonnie,
Mike's got a point. You can't just keep sitting around waiting. Things are difficult enough right now, and soon you'll have a baby on your hands too.
We gotta find
suddenly
Luke
you're
and the
pretending
others.
to be concerned?
Seeing you people floundering the minute things don't go according to plan has just got me on edge, alright?
We should go find Luke, Sarah, and Nick. If they're in trouble, we might be able to help them.
Clementine's right. After everything, after all this, if there's any chance they're still alive, we need to take it.
I'll
Yeah.
go. Clem can come with me.
Good. Keep me away from Kenny, because he's... I don't think he wants to see me. Of all the people here, doesn't want to see my face right now. That's
Thank
probably
you.
best for everybody. That's probably in everybody's best interest for me to get away from Kenny.
Listen, Rebecca, if anything goes wrong here, you got something to protect yourself?
I've got this. You don't think I'd need to...
I don't know, but you better keep that close. Come on, Clem.
Kenny? I don't know. Kenny's really unstable right now. I cannot... I always knew Kenny was unstable. From the moment I saw him again, that was my biggest fear, was that he would end up like this. And I was right. I hate that I was right. I was hoping I wouldn't be right, but I was right all along.
Look, I'm gonna level with you. You should know that finding your friends, that's a shot in the dark.
Should
I
still
don't know
look.
about that. We shouldn't give up before we've even looked.
Okay, but I wanted to talk to you, away from them.
Okay?
You
Girl
wouldn't have
talk?
made it this far if you weren't smart, but I just gotta warn you. That group is cracking. I've seen it before.
Yeah, I've
And,
seen it before
well,
too.
A lot of times, it's better to be on your own. I know you see what I'm talking about.
Depends on who you're
You don't
with.
want to be here when they start turning on each other, turning on you,
You know, bad stuff happens to you when you're alone, too.
but your odds are better.
There's nobody to watch your back. And when something does happen, there's nobody there to help you.
Yeah.
How much help is Kenny gonna be? What he's going through? He's more of a liability than anything.
Yeah, I agree.
And Rebecca's
I agree.
situation is not making things better back there.
No, that's a little insensitive.
You get enough broken people together, and all you're gonna get are broken decisions.
Have you just kept to yourself this whole time?
Of course not. But sometimes you gotta learn the hard way. I'm trying to save you that trouble. For what it's worth, I like most of the people in your crew. But groups fall apart. People get killed.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
Then why did you bring me with you?
I'm just trying to give you the tools you need to make it.
Yeah.
Like your
And I
jacket.
appreciate that.
It looks warm, but a walker will bite right through that. My sister Jamie had a good leather one. Wish I still had it. You could've.
Fit into it. Wow. Maybe her sister was about Clementine's age.
I always wanted a sister. I used to make my babysitter Sandra play a game that we were secret sisters.
Aww.
It was stupid kid stuff.
Aww. I didn't want to pry
You know,
in
being a
Jinx.
big sister is, well, it's funny.